to think I have you, but I don't like to lie.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. So in today's video I decided to give you a 1 month update on me being on keto. Now I think it was a couple of months ago where I did a what I eat in the day, I think, and it was keto, and that was basically like the second week, I think it was, of me like being on it, just because I wanted to find my feet a little bit more, because the first week was very much me stumbling about, making sure that, you know, I've got the right ingredients and recipes and things like this. But what I decided to do, because I didn't really want to ramble in this video, I've decided to just write down a couple of things in my book just so I don't ramble and just so I can answer as many questions as possible. I feel like some people probably think that keto is like a diet, like a fad diet, but it's genuinely not. So I just thought I'd write down a couple of things and hopefully this helps you guys. But also I wanted to share my results with you after a month. I've been tracking them, so I've got all of that. Got all my results and everything with me, so I can share them with you as well. But so yeah, let's just get into it because I don't want this to be like too long. So first of all, what is keto? So keto is short for ketosis, which is basically where when your body goes into ketosis, it starts to burn fat, basically. Yeah, basically when your body goes into ketosis, which this plan basically triggers ketosis, which means that you start to burn more calories and things like that. So, well, basically you start to burn fat and you start to obviously burn calories, you start to lose weight. So yeah, that is like a very basic thing. So if you search ketosis or the keto plan, obviously you'll be able to find out a lot better definition than I've just given you. But in simple terms, that's what it is. It's triggering your body into ketosis, and when your body's in ketosis, you start to burn fat. It's genuinely as simple as that. So the next thing is, what is the benefit of the ketosis? Well, there's multiple benefits to being on it. So it's not just about losing weight. Like, that is, a lot of people go on it to lose weight. But I think, like, you also have to have the mindset of, you know, a bit deeper than that. So I didn't necessarily go on this to lose weight, but I knew that it would enhance my sort of weight loss journey, and that's why I wanted to go on to it. But I was more thinking of a lifestyle change, because I didn't just go onto this plan. I decided to, for like 2 months, I think, maybe more, like I decided to look into it a little bit more to see what it was all about, to see if it was like, you know, if it was something that was achievable, was it a fad? Like, when I stop, is it all gonna just pile back on? Like, that is the last thing that I want. So yeah, there's multiple benefits. Obviously, the main benefit that we all know is that it does make you lose weight. So if you are wanting to lose weight, then yeah, great, this is something that'd be good. But also, it's about the benefit is actually eating foods that your body really needs. I didn't really understand it until I looked into it. So there's things like healthy fats, and healthy carbs and protein and things like that. So if you go onto the keto website, it will actually give you an approximate of what you should eat in a day. So it's crazy because for years I've only eaten 1,200 calories, and that's not me starving myself. I genuinely just eat that amount, and obviously, God, I don't want to be too technical here, but I had a, what do they call it, like an MOT, but obviously MOT for my body. And basically what the doctor did was, he gave me like he gave me my BMI, he gave me the, I can't remember what it's called, but the calories that you burn just naturally, just every day, like what you'll burn sitting down on the sofa and things like that. So obviously, to lose weight, everybody knows that you need to be in a calorie deficit. So I ate 1,200 calories, and on a sort of normal day-to-day basis, I would probably burn about 1,800, 1,900 calories by just, you know, going work, like whatever I'm doing. So I'm always in a calorie deficit. That's where my mind was. But when I went onto the keto plan, and when you sort of see what you're supposed to be eating, it blew my mind, because it was saying that I needed to eat like 2,000 calories a day, and I was like, oh my god, like how am I possibly going to do that? But the way that you do it, the way that you get your calories in, is actually by eating fat. I know that sounds disgusting, and I don't mean like fat like chips, like fatty chips or whatever. I don't mean fat like that. It's healthy fat. So you'll find them in like avocados, nuts, peanut butter, olive oil, yogurt, cheese, milk, dairy products, things like that. You'll find healthy fats in there, and before you know it, you've hit it, and it's actually insane, because I steer away from them like nobody's business. I'm actually lactose intolerant, and I have IBS, so I can't really eat that much dairy anyway, but I did stay away from it because, yeah, I'm not like a big dairy fan. But when you look into it, like they are healthy fats. So yeah, basically the benefits of it are losing weight, and then also finding out what your body needs, what your body craves, what you should be putting into your body, and things like that. Another benefit is the amount of energy that you have on it, because you're eating so many calories that are fueled with protein, a bit of carbs, and loads of fat. Like, your energy and your attention span is just on point, basically. When I was doing it, I felt so much energy. It was weird. Like, I was getting up in the morning with I just get up in the morning now, and I get up at 6 o'clock every single morning, and it just didn't faze me. And I was gonna work, and I was coming home, and I was working out, and I just had so much energy. I was going for walks, so I walk now on lunch, and I also do an evening walk after I've had my dinner and everything like that. And yeah, it just the amount of energy that you have is great, and you eat more. Like, you eat more. That's great. So there's quite a few benefits to it. So yeah, I don't think I really stated when I said what is keto, like what it's made up of. I gave you the definition, but just quickly to let you know, it's made up of carbs, fat and protein. They're the three things. So the majority of what you eat will be fat, the second will be protein, and then the third will be carbs. So it's not a no carb thing. You do eat carbs, but it's trying to find the good carbs, and also your carb intake is maybe lower than what you would usually have. So for instance, I don't eat like bread or rice or anything like that, because I do, like, if I have bread, I'll only have like a slice of brown bread, because it'll take up all my, like, sort of all my carbs. Whereas, like, you can find carbs in other things that are healthier for you. So basically, it's not having starchy carbs, it's not having starchy fats, you know, things that are going to sit heavy and yeah, store fat, and storing your fat basically, and be really difficult to burn. So it's like getting away from those sort of things. So like I said, if you go onto the keto website, you'll be able to find out sort of like, you'll put in all your measurements, your metrics, your age, everything, and then it'll give you sort of an estimate or an approximate of what your body should be having, basically. So we've touched on that. So the next thing I want to touch on is exercise on keto, because I think people now, don't get me wrong, I've not tried, well, in fact, yeah, I did, basically, when I went on to the keto, I wanted to test it out as much as I possibly could, because the key thing for me is making sure that it's actually possible to live this way. Like, if I'm on something and I think, you know, I can do this for a month, that's great. That's not really what I want. I want something that's sustainable, and I want something that I'm going to be able to commit to, and sort of, like I say, a lifestyle change. I don't want some quick fix. I don't believe in them. So what I decided to do is I decided to sort of test a few things out whilst being on it. So I tested it out 1 week with exercise, 1 week without exercise. I tested different foods, like putting carbs in it, taking carbs out. I just wanted to see, like, okay, like, if I now eat some bread, or if I now eat some pasta, you know what I mean, is it going to go all back on? Because if that's the case, then I'm not doing it, because I'm not going to sit here and say I'm never going to eat pasta again in my life because I'm going to gain a couple of pounds, because that's just not me. Like, food is life. Do you know what I mean? Food is life. I love food. I'm a foodie, and yeah, that's just who I am. So basically, so the first week that I did keto, I lost a total of 7 pounds in 1 week. And I couldn't believe it. I thought the scales were tripping. I was like, okay, I need to change the batteries because this is clearly not right. But it was right. I lost 7 pounds, and I worked out 5 days that week. Now, I'm the type of person, I enjoy working out. I genuinely love it. I could work out for hours. I don't genuinely do it to lose weight. I do it because it makes me feel good. It gives me energy. It's an escape for me, you know what I mean, when you are going through whatever you're going through in your life, or whether you're stressed, whether you're working 24/7, you know, things like that. Like, working out is so good mentally, for your mental health. It is the best thing you could ever do. Like, the amount of people, you know, that I've seen and spoken to who have said, you know what, if you're anxious, or if you're stressed or anything like that, work out. And I don't mean go 70 miles per hour on a treadmill for 3 hours. That's not what I mean. I mean, even if it's yoga, Pilates, HIIT, cardio, low intensity, whatever it may be, give yourself just 15-20 minutes. Like, just set yourself that and just work out, and I guarantee you will 100% feel better. You definitely will. I always do. So yeah, for me, working out, I'll never not work out. So regardless, like, I'll never not work out. But I was very intrigued because I wanted to make this video, so I wanted to sort of test it out, because not everyone likes to work out. So yeah, I lost 7 pounds whilst working out. And then so the second week I didn't work out, and I still did lose weight. So yeah, you can. I didn't lose as much, and I don't know if that's because you know, like, apparently the first couple of months in keto, like, you drop it like really quick. So I don't know if that's because it was like the first week, and like it shocked my body so much. Sorry about that, guys, my memory card died. So yeah, like I said, it works both ways. So you can lose weight with it, and you can lose weight without it. But I would always say work out, always, even if that's once a week, twice a week, whatever it is. I would always recommend it. I think it'll be more sustainable as well. So next thing is food and snacks, because when I first looked at the keto, I was like, where are the snacks there? Where are the snacks? Because when it comes to food, like, I can eat chicken every single day, chicken and veg every single day for the rest of my life, and I would be completely fine with it. So that was never a problem for me. The problem was more about, like, snacks. Because obviously I know you're not going to be able to grab a bag of Haribos or a Galaxy bar and still lose weight. So yeah, I found different ways. So if I can, just to give you, I did do a what I eat in the day, which I'll put up there if you do want to see some meals that I created. But just to let you know, like, my favourite go-tos are scrambled egg and avocado. Absolutely great protein, great fats. Chicken, what else? Chicken, turkey breast, veg, cauliflower cheese. Oh yes. What else have I had? Sweet potato. And pick any meat that you want, to be honest. Like, you can eat any meat. But I think they, like, recommend not, like, obviously lean meat. They don't recommend, like, red meats and things like that. So beef, chicken, fish, tuna, turkey breast, like, all that stuff. So I just eat sort of any meat, usually chicken, to be honest, but I did try turkey breast, and it's vile. I can't eat turkey, I hate it. So I didn't eat that again. But yeah, so usually I just have, like, chicken or beef, and then I will have a shit ton of veg, and then I will maybe, it depends how hungry I am, but I'll have, like, sweet potato. The thing is, as well, by the way, the key thing is with keto is weighing things and eating in proportion. So you can have anything, but just make sure that it's in proportion, because Like I used to eat, like I used to think if I have like a massive bowl of vegetables, it's completely fine because it's vegetables, like that's good for you. A shit ton of grapes, and I'd think, oh well, it's fine because it's fruit, like it's good for you. But it actually isn't if you have too much of it, because they still contain carbs, they still contain sugar, like they still contain all these things. So if you want to hit your goal and things like that, and sort of like not overeat, then I would highly recommend weighing your stuff and eating it in portions. So I bought some weighing scales just from Asda. I think they were about £5. They've literally saved me, and it takes 2 seconds to do it. So yeah, I make sure that everything's in portion size. And then for my snacks, now, I've had to play around with snacks, so I eat a shit ton of Greek yogurt because that's great, it gets all your fat in. So what I like to do is put strawberries and Greek yogurt into the freezer, and it's like frozen yogurt, it's amazing. That's one. I also buy the Alpro pots, which you can get anywhere. You can get dark chocolate and milk chocolate, I've got both. And they're only 83 calories per pot. You can't eat a full pot because you could. I can't eat a full pot because it's really sickly because the pots are quite big. So I basically just have some of that with some strawberries. Or if you're feeling like really like sweet toothy, then I actually make pancakes. So you can make protein pancakes, which you can get from My Protein, or you can make regular pancakes. Just have a look at the ingredients. So I usually have pancakes with strawberries and the Alpro on top. And yeah, I think when it comes to sort of when it comes to snacks, you are kind of fine. I think the only thing that you can't be doing is just eating like actual shit. Do you know what I mean? Which you would never eat. If you wanted to lose weight, you're not going to be sat at home with Galaxy bars and crisps and all this stuff because you're trying to lose weight. So that's just a given, if that makes sense. But like for me, it was so key to find sweet things because that's my downfall. I don't eat shitty food, so I don't eat pizza, I don't eat burgers, I don't eat chips. Like I don't really eat, they're not the things that I eat naturally. Like I genuinely just love chicken, veg. Like the only thing that's killed me a bit is cutting out the rice. So for me, my downfall has always been snacks because I've got like such a sweet tooth. So yeah, I found that. And then obviously if you've got more time on your hands, which I wish I did, I don't at the moment because I'm moving house. But when I do have more time on my hands, bake. Like honestly, if you go on to, what's it called? Is it Diet Doctor or Keto or something like that? I'll link it down in the description bar. But there's thousands of recipes on there with like sweet snacks that like chocolate mud cakes and things like that, which I'd love to make more of, and I definitely will when I move into my house. So yeah, when it comes to food and snacks, there genuinely is not any restrictions. I'm not lying with that. Everything's just in moderation, everything's in portion, and just weigh your stuff and you can have it. I'm not lying with that because I do it myself. Okay, so the next thing is it sustainable? So like I said, I wrote down just a list of things that I would want to hear from somebody who's tried it. So is it sustainable? 100% it's sustainable. People say a lot of the times like, I don't want to try it because it's not sustainable. When I fall off, I'm going to lose loads, I'm going to gain loads of weight and things like that. So now I've been doing this for just a little bit over a month now. I'm filming this, but I still eat what I want. At the beginning, I was super strict and I was following like certain recipes, like by the book. And yeah, I lost 7 pounds in 1 week. Now, I decided as time went on just to switch it up a little bit because I'm not that bothered about losing 7 pounds a week. As long as I'm losing weight, like I have a goal weight, do you know what I mean? Like I want to lose about, how much do I want to lose? I want to like 1.5 stone. Like that's my goal, is to lose that. Now I don't necessarily want to, I'm not bothered about losing 7 pounds a week. Like my aim is to lose about 3-4 pounds a week. It's great to lose that, but also you've got to think to yourself, well, is that sustainable? I'm not sure. But So what I decided to do as the month went on, I just decided to sort of make some adjustments, make some amendments to make sure that it fit into my lifestyle a little bit more, and to make sure that, you know, it's something that I can continue doing and it's fine. So yeah, it 100% is sustainable. Do not be too strict with yourself. Don't be restrictive. Don't be like cutting every single thing out. Just do it in moderation is my number one tip here, is do it in moderation, weigh out your foods, you know, be conscious about what you're eating, and I promise you, you'll be fine and you will lose the weight. I've done it, and you know, I still eat chocolate, I still eat pancakes, I eat chicken, I eat veg, I genuinely still eat what I want. The only thing that I don't do as much is I don't eat as much bread and pasta and rice. They're the things that I don't tend to eat as much. I'm fine about that though. I'm not missing it, you know what I mean? But if you really want to eat that, you can still eat it. There's ways to do it. So get wholemeal bread and have one slice. Get wholemeal rice or brown rice, or what else is there? What's the other one that I'm thinking of? Or you can get protein noodles, like instead of like rice, and you know, just things like that. So choose the healthier version and eat it in moderation. You'll be fine. I promise you'll be fine. So the answer to that question is definitely 100% yes, it is sustainable. It really, really is, as long as you don't restrict yourself too much. If you do want to see more, then follow my Instagram at Cohan Elise. I post like all of my foods on there. I post my workouts, everything like that. Before I go into my results, let me just talk to you a little bit about the workouts, because the workouts that I do are HIIT training. So I don't like cardio, and I don't like I fucking hate cardio. Like, I'm not a runner, I don't like it. So I tend to use HIIT training. HIIT training is amazing if you want to lose weight. It's high intensity and it's for a short amount of time. So if you're somebody that doesn't necessarily like to work out for hours and hours, I don't like to work out for hours and hours. Like, I don't have the time to do that. HIIT training is perfect. So HIIT training is usually about, it can be like 20 minutes, it could be 20 to 40 minutes, it depends however you want to do it. But in fact, it could be shorter than that, but it just depends on what you want. But I usually do, like, the way my workouts are scheduled, I work out 5 days a week from Monday to Friday, and then what I do is I do HIIT training last. I actually just learned this, which is crazy, because some person, where was it? I can't remember where. It might have been Instagram, but there was somebody that said, why are you doing cardio and then weights, or HIIT training then weights? Because you're exerting yourself and using all your energy, so that when you come to weights, you can't really do as much because you've not got any energy. And I was like, that makes 100%. That makes so much sense. Like, why have I been doing that? So I've switched it now. So every day I target a different thing. So like, I do upper body, lower body, abs, and whatever. Like, that's what I tend to do like throughout the week. And then I do one session of cardio like a week. And then so I do like upper body, and then I'll do HIIT training. So I do like 15 minutes or 20 minutes upper body, and then I'll do 20 minutes HIIT training, and then I just do that throughout the week. And then like on like the middle of the week or the last day of the week, I'll do like a full sort of cardio session, like 40 minutes cardio, just like trying to burn as many calories as I possibly can. So I try to do that. That's the way I do it. But that's kind of, like I said, I really enjoy working out. I love it. So it keeps me really focused and things like that. So I genuinely like it. If you don't, then you don't have to work out 5 days a week. No one does. Like, even if you did a 1 day a week HIIT training, it you know, doesn't matter. Obviously, because I'm showing you the results, I want to show you how I got them and what I'm doing to get them as well. So that is the way I do it. I don't always do 5 days a week. Some days I can't be bothered, because I'm human. Some days I get home and I'm like, yeah, I ain't working out today, so I'll fully focus on the foods that I'm eating instead. Like, I'll make sure that, you know, I'm concentrating on that a little bit more. But yeah, sometimes I work like some days I'll work at like three times a week, but like on a good week, I'll work out 5 days a week. Okay, so now that I've rambled on about that, let's show you the results. So I think I've told you guys before, I had my weighing scales, I'll link them down below, from Amazon. So the Bluetooth weighing scales, so they break down everything basically. So mine's called, if you guys want to know, 1x1 Health. So basically what it does, it breaks down weight, BMI, body fat, water, bone mass, fat, BMR, muscle mass, protein, fat-free body, lean mass, and then it gives you like a body score. It literally breaks down everything. You've got to remember though, like, don't take it to like the dot. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely nothing's going to be to the dot, but this is just an amazing sort of overview. So let's go back to when I started this. Let me tell you when I started it. So I started it around the 28th of June. That's when I started it. My battery's dying, so I better hurry up. So I started it around about that. So I lost, like I said, I lost 7 pounds in 1 week, and then I continued to lose, like, I went down a little bit. So I lost like I lost 2 pounds the week after, and then it became quite consistent. 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 2 pounds. So quite consistent throughout that time. So in the space of 1 month, I lost 1 stone and 2 pounds. That's crazy. That's crazy. What the hell? That's crazy. So in 4 weeks, I lost a total of 1 stone and 2 pounds. And then I decided to do my measurements as well, because you guys know I'm big on measurements more than the scale, because that's great, but I want to know like where I'm losing it. So on my calves, I lost 1 inch. On my legs, 2 inch. On my hips, 2 inch. My waist, 1.5 inch. My, like here, my chest, 4 inch. And on my arms, 0.5 inch. So what's that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All in all, guys, I lost 11 inches on my whole body, and I lost 1 stone and 2 pounds. So I can't say that it doesn't work. It absolutely does work, but the thing is, for me, it's about making it sustainable, making sure that I can continue to live a good life when it comes to food, and you know, still be happy in things and have energy, and I can. So I'm really happy that I started it. I really am. I can't fault it. I think the majority of people that I was watching, you know, on YouTube that had done keto, all said great things about it. Even when they stopped it, they said great things about it. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, some people have stopped it after like 2 years, because it probably does become like you will have a plateau effect at one time. So, you know, it might not work for you in 2 years, but right now it's working for me. It's great, it's sustainable. I'm loving the foods that I'm eating. I've got more energy. So yeah, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative for you. I hope that it gave you a little bit more insight into what keto is, and does it work, is it a fad, blah blah blah. Like, I really hope that it did help you in some kind of way. I think that I will decide to do another one. I might update you maybe in like 3 months time or something. You know, when I've been doing it for quite a while, I'd like to update you, let you know sort of the progress on how I'm getting on. Like I said, if you want to follow me on Instagram at Cohan Elise, I do continue to update you guys on there through stories anyway. If you guys want to follow me and see a little bit more on that side, then feel free to do so. I would absolutely love it if you would. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know you like this type of video, and if you do, like I said, I'll make sure that I do give you an update in a couple of months. And if you're new here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. I would love it if you would join the family. We are growing. I'm just so happy. So thank you to everybody that's watching, and thank you to everybody that's subscribed. I hope you're all having an amazing day, an amazing week, and I'm sending you lots of love, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.